listen, this ain't no make-believe. Come on, open your eyes and see. Now get up, baby, I'm gonna show you what the future will be. Too much wasting time, you're gonna waste no more. Oh, baby. Cue slow motion. Oh, man. I had to get that out of my system. Y'all know how long it's been since I played that theme song, man. Alright, so I know y'all probably heard the news. It just came out yesterday. Apparently, John Morrison, Johnny Nitro, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Impact, Johnny Elite, whatever you want to call him, whatever incarnation is in any company, John Hennigan has re-signed with WWE, and I have not been excited for a WWE signing in a while. And the only reason I'm excited is because I'm a big fan of John Morrison. Like, growing up, like, when it was back when he was Johnny Nitro, part of Eminem with Joey Mercury, which y'all know about Eminem, with Joey Mercury and Melina, with 2006. That's when I, like, really started getting into wrestling around that time. He was feuded with Jeff Hardy for the Intercontinental Championship. Then he turned babyface. Well, that was after the whole R-Truth heel turn. Then he turned babyface, and oh man, I miss John Morrison. He then left and went to Lucha Underground, and I was big on Lucha Underground. Part of that was because of Johnny Mundo, and because I was such a big fan of him back in the WWE days. And then, you know, Lucha Underground folded, and he's just been all over the place, all over the independent scenes ever since then. I actually got a chance to meet him earlier this year at the House of Hardcore / Impact show at the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia. So I got a chance to meet him earlier this year, and I got to shake his hand and whatnot. It was such an awesome experience. So yeah, I would say John Morrison is one of my favorites in wrestling growing up, and still now. So now that he's back in WWE, is that enough to get me to watch WWE full time? Absolutely not. But I will say this: it's a crux to really want me to watch whatever he's going to be on. Like, if he's going to be on Raw or SmackDown, I'd watch that show. Maybe that just for him. Like, I'd tune in for his match and I'd tune out. Put it that way. And also, you got to remember, there's a plethora of talent he could face now. I mean, just the talent of wrestlers in WWE right now that we can see from back then, when John Morrison was last in WWE, I believe it was like 2012, 2013 maybe. There weren't that many. There were talented guys, but there wasn't as much talent as there is now. I mean, we got guys like Seth Rollins. As much of a goof as he is now, we got Seth Rollins. AJ Styles versus John Morrison would be amazing. Buddy Murphy, Mustafa Ali, Cesaro, Daniel Bryan. I mean, he was there before, but still. Finn Balor. It's just a plethora of guys you can see him face. The WWE draft kind of subsides that because it depends on what roster he goes to. Now, my guessing is we're either going to see John Morrison on the first SmackDown on Fox, or he's going to be on that WWE draft and he's going to go to Raw. That's my guess. Which one would I rather him on? I don't really care. I don't think he's going to NXT. That would be amazing, and I'd be more down for him to go to NXT than either Raw or SmackDown, but because, you know, he's a former IC champion, former ECW champion, he has that name value, I don't think they're going to put him on NXT. He has no reason to go down there. Unless, like, he requested to go to NXT, which would be awesome, I guess. That's one name. I guess they could benefit from having John Morrison on NXT, but I don't think Vince would probably want him on NXT, so that, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't think there's any rumors out there that he's going to NXT. I think he's either going to Raw or SmackDown. But no, I'm really excited to see John Morrison back in WWE. And I know there's some people online like, oh my god, I can't believe this. Why would he sign back with WWE? And the Indies are so odd, and Impact, and this and that. Why didn't he sign with AEW and such and such? I also saw some report that Michelle McCool re-signed with WWE, which I don't believe. I don't know where that came from or if any other sources confirmed it. I'm not reading into it, but I see this pretty often with a lot of people on social media always complaining about why would they re-sign with WWE and such and such. I used to be one of those people, but, you know, as I got older and I matured, I just kind of got out of that fact because I just came to the realization, like, guys, yeah, they're wrestlers, but they're real people too. You gotta remember, They pay bills just like you and me. They got families just like you and me. In some instances, they have kids to feed. They gotta bring home the bread. These guys are making a living off of wrestling. They're going where the money is because they know they could substantially and financially better themselves. It's not all about, oh, I'm going to get the best push here and I'm going to have the most creative freedom. Sometimes it's just about what place is going to offer you the most bank. And yes, it's greedy, but in the long haul, like I said, these are grown-ass adults. John Morrison's not young. John Morrison's like nearing 40, or maybe he might be 40. I don't know. He's not young. So at this point in his stage, I'm sure he doesn't care all too much about, oh, where am I getting the most creative freedom? It's all about them. It's all about where is he going to make that bank. And I'm sure WWE gave him a call, said, hey, we want you back for this amount of money. And here's the thing. John Morrison's been everywhere. He's been in Impact. He's been in Lucha Underground. He's been all over the indie scene. Maybe he's tired of doing that whole independent schedule. Maybe he wants to go back to WWE and have that light schedule and work a lighter style. And because everyone knows when you go to Raw and SmackDown, you're working a lighter pace than you would on the Indies or in NXT. So maybe he wants to tone it down some. Who knows? And let's go for John Morrison. It goes for everybody. If they sign with WWE, don't be pissed at them. I can't. Why would you be pissed at someone for signing with WWE? If he were to sign with AEW, I'm sure people would not be saying a damn thing about him signing with AEW. But because he signed with WWE over AEW, it's this big issue. Like, just want to nip that in the bud real quick. But yeah, John Morrison just signed with WWE. Taya Valkyrie, I believe she's still with Impact Wrestling. Will she follow behind her husband? I'm not too sure. It would be interesting to see if Taya Valkyrie in WWE, what they have her doing. I don't see her ever going there, but never say never, I guess. That's what you hear in wrestling all the time. But who knows? Who knows?